This is the besotted Pride of West London podcast, coming to you from New Griffin Park, as we call it. First game of the season. Palace came down here. We haven't beat them in 3,745 years. However, today, the Bees have done the business. We made sure that Palace, who we know don't like it up them, we gave it up them. Brentford 2, Palace 1. What a result, what a game, what some goals. Absolutely brilliant. Loving it, loving the vibe. Talking to the Bees fans in the house. What a game, you're loving that, weren't you?
What a difference from the previous Palace games. They've always been so dull, but that was a great game of football. Bees dangerous on both wings.
What a result, eh?
Great, brilliant win. About time we beat Palace. About time.
About time. I mean, talk about the game, though. I mean, we were kind of always on the front foot in this game, don't you think?
Well, second half was all us. Second half, but first half even. Second half all us. I love seeing Carvalho come on. He absolutely committed to that tackle. Looking forward to more from him.
Listen, first live game for you from time because you are out in Mexico, B. However, you got a season ticket. You come back, make sure you see the Mighty Beast. How proud are you watching this game today?
So proud. I mean, we had to hold on at the end, but we did it. So come on.
I mean, look, talk to me about that game. I mean, like, you've been watching it on Mexican TV, like, whatever you call it, Cartelios TV or whatever it may be. I mean, how different is it coming back and feeling the vibes?
Yeah, it's great to be back. The atmosphere was great today, and yeah, loved it.
And today, what difference have you seen? Because we've got a result against Gareth, finally, and they're a side that were on the up last season. What difference was there today?
Yeah, the first time we beat them, and I think on the counter we were great in the first half, and then the second half we did what we had to do to like control the game.
There you go. Here we 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 go. We've got Cartel B in the house, actually. We'll keep it down as well. Cartel B's not allowed to.
Brian and Mbuemo.
Right, not allowed
Where's
to be.
Where's Tony?
Yeah, not allowed to be out of the country. But Cartel B can do whatever he wants to. Cartel B.
Win when he wants.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So listen, that game today, you've been watching again.
Yes.
The Bees from South America, Central America, but you come back here to watch them here. How does it? What difference is that? What's the vibes?
Vibes are good. I think the same shakiness might be there in defence and in goal from last season. We lived a little bit too close to the edge at times, but you know we did enough to get the win. Got to be happy. Going forward, very, very good. Attacking threat all the time. Good to see Carvalho get on. Good to see Wissa and Mbuemo. Mbuemo had a very, very good game today, I thought. Very confident. He looks like a cut above. He looks like a very, very confident man at the moment, and long may that continue. In defence, I think that's just where we might need to think a little bit about our tactics and how we don't cause everyone a heart attack every time they have a set piece or go forward. But otherwise, very happy. Norgard in centre midfield, very, very solid today. He was almost back to the best of what we saw of Norgard. You know, that first campaign in the Premier League. So yeah, all round very, very happy. Obviously, we'll take the first win of the season, and here's to many, many more.
Here's to many more. There's something. I'm just going to start enjoying. I'm going to enjoy this as well. I'm going to enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy this for now. As we say, hold a second. Wissa's on fire. Your defence is terrified. Wissa's on fire. Your defence is terrified. Wissa's on fire. Your defence is terrified. Wissa's on fire. Ooh, la 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 la. Brentford players are all they're giving it. There's all sorts of dancing going on and everything like that. It's only the first game of the season. Come on, you Bees. Come on, you Bees. Ooh, yeah. Come on, you Reds. Come on, you Reds. We come on. Tell you something. How much did you enjoy that?
100%. Best night of my life.
Yeah, that's the best game of your life.
Yeah.
Oh, we're loving that.
I've never seen them win here.
Really? It's happening.
The curse has been listed.
You can come every week.
Thank you very much.
Every single week. There we go. You get more. 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 Tell me about that. It was a wonderful game.
I thought first 20 minutes we looked a bit shaky.
Shaky. Shaky Stevens.
Shaking Stevens. But we grew into the game. It got a bit shaky towards the end as well. It was wonderful. They couldn't say a thing.
Wissa's on fire.
Your defence is terrified. Wissa's on fire. Your defence is terrified.
Wissa's on fire.
Your defence is terrified.
Ooh. La 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 la. We're having a good sing-song. It's only the first game of the season. You might as well just make the most of it when you can, because we may never have another one all season. But I think we will. You Reds! Come on, you Reds! You Reds! So talk to me about that game. How bad boy were we?
It was amazing. Yeah, it's very good.
I mean, you said amazing, but talk to me about it. I mean, like, listen, Brentford, last season, we had a lot of injuries. We brought a couple of players back, but Palace, we kept them.
Yeah,
we were on the front foot, weren't we?
I thought we'd be bad without Toney, and I was kind of nervous before the game, but as soon as I saw us playing, I knew we'd be all right, and I think we deserved to win in the end.
And them goals, they were bad, weren't they?
Amazing. Unreal.
So listen, this is your second ever Brentford game. You won the last one, so we said you need to come back every week. You need to come back. We need you to come back to the next game. How much did you enjoy today?
It was great. They were great.
And tell me why.
The fans are great as well.
You love the fans. You love a little vibes, don't you? Yeah. And what about the game itself? You know what I'm saying? Were you nervous? Do you think Crystal Palace might have done us?
Yeah, I was scared. I thought we might have lost, but they did good.
That's right. And the goals, you're feeling.
Yeah.
You've got the Mbuemo, you've got the Wissa. Because Wissa was on fire today, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Feeling it.
So you bees?
Yeah.
You bees?
Yeah.
Say you bees!
I'm bees.
You bees.
Yeah.
Right, she's got a little bit of learning to do, but that's all good, you know what I'm saying? Do. Come on. All right. It's a celebration. It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Okay. Okay. It's a celebration. Good time. Okay. Got the Dutch bee in the house. Come all the way over from Eindhoven to watch the Brentford play. And
3 points.
Yeah, and you're very, very happy, aren't you?
We are so happy. We're gonna drink a beer in the dugout.
Yeah.
And we celebrate this important 3 points.
That's
so
right.
we can stimulate to go farther this season, and we stay in the Premier League.
That's right. Listen, the last time I spoke to you, you were desperately, Scary Carrie. You're desperately trying to get tickets for the Holland game versus England.
Yeah.
You were desperately, and you were willing to pay some good money. And I said, don't waste your money because England are going to beat you, Holland.
Yes.
And you were very confident that Holland were going to smash England, but it didn't happen, did it?
It don't care me. The beast must win, and then it's all right.
Sorry, you see, he's disappeared rather rapidly. You know what I'm saying? He's gone, right, because he wasn't happy. But never mind, but he's still come out to support Brentford, so he's a very nice chap.
Talking of very nice.
Yeah, we got chaps in the house. Yeah. Talk about nice chaps, and then I've got Jim Levacki. No, he's a lovely bloke.
You all right?
Wow, what a start to the season, eh?
Yeah, good to get 3 points, good to get off the mark. I'm not sure whether we were a bit rusty at the back.
Rusty ho.
But they seem to get a lot of opportunities around the edge of the box, which they'll have to work on reducing. But maybe one more. We need 1 or 2 more.
We know we need 1 or 2 more.
Yeah. But get 3 points, the most important thing, especially in the run we've got coming up. It's critical that you get off the mark. So yes,
right.
She's much better than me.
No, there's no one better than anybody else. We're all Brentford fans, and we have all got opinions. You bees. Come here, listen.
You're right.
What a result. We talked about this at half-time, and we were a little bit nervous about a few things going down. However, it all worked out right in the end, didn't it?
We came through. We trusted the process. I think we looked brilliant, to be honest, most of the game. We looked shaky at 50 to 70, that we've always looked shaky at, for whatever reason. Damsgaard came on and made an instant impact, but bottom line is, even when we did have a lot of pressure, we know Palace like to play with the ball. Thomas Frank kept it calm. He made the right substitutions. We dealt with everything. You know what I mean? We dealt with everything. We even gave them the goal. We thought Pinnock's got to take that for himself, but he had to do something. He had to get away with it. But yeah, I think that's 3 points well deserved for us.
Well deserved 3 points. Listen, last season, this season, few transitionals players coming back. Listen, I mean, look, obviously we're trying to feel we're on the up, but do you think that there's light at the end of the tunnel to looking like we are back as being the mighty Bees?
Do you know what? This team alone today and the bench we had was stronger than I think any team we put on last season. We suffered with so many injuries, and yeah, we're not at full strength yet. But if that's what we can produce now, imagine how good we can become later in the season.
Imagine how good we can feel. Listen, we're the mighty Bees.
You're all right, mate.
Got bees in the house. I've got the GP. The GP is on the TV. Always is on the TV. Listen, but forget the TV. I know the bees on the TV, and they show the whole world that we are mighty bees, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, well, it's fantastic. To be honest, we had to battle. There was a little bit of toil, but, in the end, we got there, and as we saw last year, 3 points to get a win is quite hard in this division. We've managed to do that.
First game of the season. Listen, we put that behind us. We've set ourselves up nicely. The nice thing about it is that we were 14th before this game even started. I mean, I've got no idea. I mean, it's like sky's high now at the moment now, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. We're in Europe. If we can hold on to this position, sky's the limit. I think Man City must be worried now.
Listen, I mean, Ivan Toney, I didn't discuss this with anybody else, but I'm going to talk with you because we're mates, you know what I'm saying? And we can talk about that. Look, Ivan Toney, we know him, we love him, but at the end of the day, Ivan Toney, we know that he's like, mate, thank you, Brentford. I'm out of here. Brentford today made a big sign. They said, thank you, Ivan. We ain't going to put you in the team today because we're going to do whatever we need to do without these people. We don't need you at the moment now. Is Ivan off?
Well, we've got to learn to live without him. And ideally, what you don't want is him going at the end of the season. If he wants to go, he's not going to sign an extension. I believe he is. Obviously, there's things going on. It might be that it doesn't work out this.
So why didn't he play? But why didn't we play him today?
Who knows? That's not something I particularly. You can speculate.
But if a player,
I heard he wanted to play. We didn't want him.
If a player is going to be transferred off,
look, listen,
we're never going to play him because we don't want him injured.
Listen. Exactly.
Alan Judge.
After last year, the minute that there's anything that they're considering getting money in for him, wrap him in bubble wrap and just leave it. Leave him. I don't want any. Don't want him to stab his toe. Anything like that could happen, and we can't really afford to leave that much money on the shelf.
Cavallo, he came on today, maybe 10 minutes, had a little bit of a cameo appearance. Did you get anything from him, or do you think he needs a little bit more time?
Well, he's obviously going to need a little bit more time because I don't think he's come here to sit on the bench. As I say, they'll want to ease him into the team. I think it looked like he wanted to bring him on earlier, but then we scored, so he didn't necessarily need to bring him on earlier.
Because we scored so many goals. We just scored goals, didn't we?
Exactly. That was an amazing. That second goal, Wissa's goal, was like Brazil 70. Yeah. Best goal I've seen in ages.
Brentford. We are in whatever, European spots or whatever like that now. However, we've got a little bit of a tricky run now. What are you saying?
Well, look, get those games out of the way. Liverpool next week, hard game. Get it out of the way early doors. You never know. They're in transition. New team, new manager. They toiled a little bit yesterday at Ipswich, especially in the first half. But I mean, you know their quality side. And to be honest, if we go there and lose, what have we lost? We haven't lost anything. Those aren't the games that are going to decide our season. It's games like today's, and that's a good start.
You bees.
Come on, you bees.
JB in the house. So listen, JB, facts and funk. Listen, he's a facts and funk man. Give us some facts and some funk from that game.
Well,
Brentford won.
Brentford did win.
Yes.
And that's the first time since 1963 to see Brentford beat Palace here, or Griffin Park, or wherever.
Yes.
So, and that's even older than me.
Is that old? That's old. That is proper old. I mean, we're talking about some ancient facts and funk here. So, talk me about that game now.
I thought Palace had the early stuff, but then Brian's goal, brilliantly taken. An own goal. I mean, we don't score many of those, do we? But Pinnock unfortunately got that touch. But then Wissa, we just kept going, didn't we?
Wissa's on fire, apparently.
Wissa is on fire, absolutely. And it wasn't the cleanest goal or the best goal he's ever scored, but hey,
it was a goal.
It was a goal. That's all that matters. He's taken Zanka's mantle of the goals you don't quite realise you've scored.
Did you see a vibe with Brentford today? Did you see, look, a kind of we're going to do them? Did you feel positive energy?
They were very positive. Yeah, I thought they came out with the right attitude from the start. They're all playing for each other. I mean, if Newcastle want to spend 65 million on a defender, they should be looking at how, I thought Collins and Pinnock both had brilliant games as opposed to the number 6 playing for Palace.
You trying to sell them?
No, not at all. But I thought they played better than Palace's number 6. Yeah. So, all in all, great stuff.
UBs. We're in the boozer now. Listen, we tell you something. We've flipped the script a little bit. We're going to go to the Globe in a little bit, but we just come by the river. Lovely sunshine and everything like that. And we thought we were going to chat to characters. We've got more Bees fans in the house. Bees fan, very, very happy, aren't you?
Absolutely. Not so much with the performance, but the result nicked it a little bit, I think, but we'll take the 3.
We take the 3. You say you're not happy with the performance. At the end of the day, is that sometimes you've got to deal with the conditions. The fact is that we've come out of close season. I mean, I watched the Forest game yesterday, and I thought that Bournemouth were fairly average, to be quite honest. Sinister, I thought, what's he even doing on the pitch? He nicked the goal in the end, and sometimes we're still coming out of close season. So for me, they're a team that was on the up last season, and we matched them and got the points. I mean, this is just my opinion. I mean, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, first game of the season, I understand. Everyone's still a little bit rough around the edges. Still things to work on, for sure.
Of course.
I thought Palace for about 20-25 minutes in the first half were exceptional.
Yeah.
We had a nice bright little start. Yeah. They did something which I think is our next layer, which Thomas Frank has spoken about before, which is just working those spaces between the lines.
Okay.
I thought what we did very well today, especially as the game wore on, is what we've always done well, which was on the counter. The front 3 worked their bollocks off, always were a threat. But just those working those little spaces, those gaps, which is what Damsgaard was able to give us even on those few minutes that he was on the pitch. Carvalho hopefully will bring that layer to our game as well. So we did some of what we do well. We did it very well today.
And the question I'm going to ask you, I mean, listen, we won today. Who, to me, for you, not stood out, but you were thinking, actually, tell you something, I'm very happy with what he's done on the pitch today?
Well, the front 3, as I said, I think worked their bollocks off. Pinnock, as the game wore on, especially second half, was a man mountain. I thought Collins did all right as well. The midfield is Jensen did his usual, puts in 100%. But I think the front 3 for me, probably just in terms of their Wissa's little flicks.
And this is Wissa, Mbuemo and Sharda.
Sharda's work great. Wissa doing those little flicks and back heels and stuff. And Brian doing what he's doing, work great, working channels. They did exceptionally well. So overall, as the game wore on, it was like, this is a draw written all over it. We'll hold on. We nicked the 3. So great start to the season without it being an exceptionally good performance. But like I said, first game of the season, we'll work ourselves into it, especially the difficult games coming up with the Man City, with the Liverpool away, with the Spurs away. So to be able to get those 3 points today, when we know it's going to be difficult to pick up the points the next coming weeks. UBs.
Palace fan in the house here, and listen, first of all, I say commiserations. I'm not saying it on a disrespectful level. I'm just sort of saying,
that's fair enough.
But we gave you a bit of a beating today, didn't we?
Well, you won, as in you scored more goals that were allowed than we did.
But that's what counts. Surely that's what counts.
That is fundamentally what counts. But yeah, I didn't think there was a lot in it, to be honest. You're just lucky, and we were less lucky.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
there we go.
I think we were less lucky than you were with the decisions, but. You know, it was quite an even game, to be honest. I think we were better in periods than you were. We just didn't score when we were on top. And when we did score, it was ruled out. Okay, so there you go.
All right, so it's interesting because we've heard these conversations a lot. Brentford have been in the scenario where we say, listen, we were the better team because we've had the ball more than you and we played the ball around. Yeah. But surely it's what you do with the ball, and you didn't do the right things in the right places.
Well, totally, and that's always the case, isn't it? I mean, you can have more possession than the other team, you can be better overall, but if you don't put it away, it doesn't matter, does it? And we were unfortunate with the goals. I think the second one, you know, I heard one of your mates saying it was like Brazil, in a sort of fumbly kind of loose ball.
Brazil, maybe.
Alan Brazil, yeah. Yeah, not Brazil as in the country. Anyway, it was a bit rubbish, but, you know, it was enough to get you over the line, and we didn't respond. in the way that we needed to. That was the thing.
What I want to say is, listen, we've known each other for years.
We have.
But I'm going to say that you're sounding a little bit bitter.
A tiny bit. Maybe just a tiny bit, but, you know, as you would. I didn't think we deserved to lose that game, to be honest, but we did. So there you go. That's how it goes, and maybe that will even itself out over the season. Maybe it won't.
And the plus points from your point of view, from your side, because there were plus points.
Yeah, and I think we played quite an attacking game. We played on the front foot. We didn't sit back and wait for you to do stuff. We were on the front foot most of the game, but
that's your new manager's style, isn't it?
Yeah, totally, and I'm all for that. But it only works when you get a result. But I'm still optimistic about the season. I think over time he'll get it right. My worry is that we weren't very clinical up front, and we could have been better, and we probably will need to be better over the season. That's it.
Things can only get better.
They will get better.
Bees Vandenhouse, and like I said to you, listen, you were very happy after that game, weren't you?
Oh, bloody a brilliant game. It was just a left off from last season, coming into this season, winning the first game is absolutely amazing. Don't need Tony, do we?
I wouldn't push it that part of it, don't need Tony, but I think that we showed today that we probably know that what we can do at times without Tony, and maybe we need our Tony replacement, who is injured at the moment, to come in at some stage. But I mean, Mbuemo, mate, the way that he took his goal was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mbuemo definitely is the man. He's the one that's going to take over. Magical guy. Really lovely game. Glad we done it. First game of the season, absolutely a winner. Nice.
Palace gave us a bit of a test, though, didn't they?
That was a bit of a test. It was a bit of testing, but you know we can keep our heads above water, and it's amazing. No, I'm well pleased.
UBs.
Bees
announced by the river. I just want to say the Palace fans are laughing actually. The Palace fans. I've approached quite a few Palace fans, and they're really, really unhappy. None of them wanted to come on to. It's not celluloid, is it? Was it? They didn't like it. I think they probably heard that they didn't like it up them at all. And listen, you know, you come to some games and you listen. We play Sheffield United and they're cool, and you play Liverpool and they're full, and you play Chelsea, and even they have a little chat with you afterwards. But Palace, I don't think they saw this one coming. They're like, if we play Brentford and they beat us, this is really bad. They weren't happy at all, lady. But at the end of the day, we got 3 points, didn't we?
To be honest, that's really all that matters. Is not the performance necessarily. It was just the result today. 3 points, one game down, 3 points on the board. We're not waiting to come back from Liverpool having lost 2 or anything. We've got 3 points on the board. I'm not saying next week's a free hit or anything. I think we can go to Anfield, and we owe them at their place. So we are gonna win at Anfield at some stage. So maybe it's next week. But yeah, I thought there was a lot of positives. There was a lot of negatives. I spoke during the week about Flecken. I thought Flecken was flaky at times, and then other times he made some really good saves. So there's some pluses and minuses all over the pitch. God knows what's happening with Ivan Toney. He wasn't involved at all today. I hear he's going to Man United for 60 mil, but we'll see what happens. But we got 3 points on the board. Day one, beautiful sunny day in West London, sat by the river. Easy life.
Easy life is a besotted pride of West London podcast. Wardy from Palace is not really happy with us at all. Well, anyway, we'll move on for that. Listen, don't forget to spice up beer, besotted.com/beer as well. We'll be back next week. We're going to Liverpool. We're going to be there for the whole weekend. We're going to be hanging out with the Liverpool characters. We see what's going on. And hopefully we get 3 points for them. But don't forget, next podcast, check it out before the weekend. Probably Thursday, maybe Friday, depends when we can bother to record. Maybe do Thursday, maybe. I've got football training on Thursday, but we'll see. Maybe Wednesday, I'm up here in Liverpool. I'm on the Overlap next week, actually. Check us out. I'm going to be on the Overlap. I've got football training on Tuesday as well, but check us out. We can do it tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. Anyway, check us out whenever you want to check us out. prideofwest.london. Thank you for listening to us, but we've beat the Palace. We've got 2 points. As we say,